So today, what I want to talk about is a list that I call the things I can't afford not to do. So the things that are so important that I can't afford to not do them. And this is kind of a working list, but I think it's incredibly valuable and something that I think everybody should have and prioritize, because it's easy to let all of these different distractions take up our time. But there are certain things that we know have the most value and that we should prioritize to make sure that other things are not taking over what we really want most. So a few examples on mine. I have prayer and scripture study, meditation, just 10 minutes. That's all I need for an entire day. If I want to do more, I can, but that's something that's significant to me and what I want to become. So I have to make time for it, and there are days when I don't, and so I put it on this list. The next one is to take time to detach from things that are stressing me out, things that are outside of my control. Just take a few minutes. I think of, like, a lot of times just pulling weight with a rope, and I just kind of like picture myself cut off that weight, let it go, whatever it is. Don't let it hold me back from moving forward. And this goes along with that, but remember that no negative emotion can live with gratitude and fun at the same time. You can switch back and forth pretty quickly, but they cannot simultaneously exist. And it's a good motivation for me to focus on the gratitude and the fun in my life rather than all the other negative things that pop up. Next, think about who I want my future self to be, and then visualize success. I know a lot of successful people who have had successful lives or careers or whatever it is. They do it by visualizing the person that they want to be, or visualizing winning the medal, or being famous, whatever it is that is your version of success. Take a few minutes and visualize that version of yourself so that you can build a picture of how you can create that person in reverse. So the next one is calorie tracking. This is a big one for me because really it only takes up a few minutes of my day total, but it's kind of like a pain. And I feel like I know deep down that if I have to keep track of calories, there are certain foods I won't eat, which is the goal. But still, I know that there are foods I like that I'm like, if I track this, I'm not going to eat it. And I really want to. But it's so significant that the few minutes that it takes could add, if I'm doing that year after year, it could potentially add years of life back by preventing certain health conditions associated with years and years of poor eating habits. So that for me is on my things I can't afford not to do. A daily video journal. I'm not great at doing like a written journal. I found that if I do a daily video journal like this, it really helps me feel a lot better. So find something like that. Maybe it is a written journal. Maybe it's talking to somebody, but something that helps you feel much better within just a few minutes of time. Exercise daily 20 minutes. This is one where I'm pretty hit and miss, to be honest, but there's really no excuse for at least going on a walk for 20 minutes. Like, I can make time for at least that in my life. It doesn't have to be intense. And I usually get at least a few minutes, but not always getting that 20 or more minutes. So those are some of the things that are on my can't afford not to do list. It's still kind of a work in progress at this point. I would love to know what are some of the things that you would have on your list. Please comment below if you have some of those things, and keep on smiling. We'll talk to you. Keep on smiling. We'll talk to you tomorrow.